This one is a cooperative game where players are playing as vampires trying to take over a city while they're fighting back against vampire hunters. Each player also has their own starting location out on the map where they're going to be keeping their vampire den, and of course the hunters are going to be trying to destroy those in order to try and win the game, because the hunters can win in one of two ways: either they destroy all the dens, or they reach a certain amount of faith points. The players also have their own point system where they're going to be gaining points for doing all sorts of nefarious deeds, and if the players are able to reach a certain threshold before the hunters reach theirs, then the players are going to be the ones to win this game. On a turn, players are going to be drawing 5 cards from their deck, and this is going to be granting you with all sorts of different special abilities. They might allow you to feed on different citizens that are going to be spawning out on the map, which does heal you, and then also turns them into a servant, which you can use to position out on the map, because anytime that a hunter moves into a location with one of your servants, that hunter's movement has to stop. Of course, there's also cards that will allow you to attack those hunters, and if you are able to kill them, then that's going to be gaining you points. And there's always going to be 2 hunters out in play, and they're going to be randomly drawn. And whenever you kill a hunter, you get those points and whatever other benefits, but then you're going to be randomly drawing a new hunter to put in play to replace them. Of course, these cards can have all sorts of other special abilities, but they can also have different icons that you can match together to activate other abilities, like just healing, moving around on the board, creating ghouls, or moving your ghouls, which also function as a sort of servant to the vampires. And you can actually create ghouls without using cards by instead reducing your health. Of course, the cards do also function as a currency where you're going to have to discard them in order to get their point value that you can then spend to buy more cards, which you'll then just put all into your discard pile, and you'll be able to get those out the next time that you shuffle and draw from your deck. The game also provides a bunch of different objectives that players can try to complete for different bonuses, but anytime that you do this, it's going to be increasing the difficulty of the game. Once all the players have had a turn and performed their actions, you're then going to be drawing a card which will activate each of the hunters. And when a hunter wounds a player, you're going to be putting a token out on the board, which is going to be protecting them and any citizens in that location until that token's removed. And you can remove it by discarding 2 cards from your hand when you are in that location. But if 3 of those tokens are ever put on any of the players' dens, then that den is going to be destroyed, increasing the hunter's points. And like I said, if they get too many, you do lose the game. If this one sounds interesting to you, you can go ahead and check it out, and I will have it linked in the description below.